Good afternoon, student. In last class, we have studied basic gray level transformation techniques. Today, we'll start with histogram processing techniques. We are not new to the histogram concept. We have already plotted the histogram of an image using imhist function of MATLAB. So, today we'll see histogram in more detail. So, basically, histogram of an image represents the relative frequency of occurrence of the various intensity levels in the image. Okay, so consider the gray image. So its intensity levels will be from 0 to 255. Okay, so how to find the histogram of the given image? For that, we calculate how many pixels are there with intensity level 0. So that will be the frequency of intensity value 0. Then we find out the frequency of intensity value 1. Okay, that means the number of pixels having intensity value 1, and we repeat this procedure for all the intensity levels, and then we plot that bar chart, and that will be the histogram of that image. Okay, so before seeing the definition of histogram, let us see one example how to find the histogram of one particular image. So consider this is one hypothetical image given to us, whose size is 5 by 5. So that means there are 25 pixels in this image. Okay, now the highest intensity value in this image is 5, and the number of bits required to store 5 is 3, right? So the intensity values will vary from 0 to 7. Okay, for 7 is the highest value which can be represented with the help of 3 bits. Okay, then we find out the number of pixels with intensity value 0. Okay, so the count of such pixel is 0. Then we will count the number of pixels with intensity value 1. It is again 0. Then for 2 it is also 0. Okay, for 3, okay, so now there are 1 2 3 4 5 6 pixels are having intensity value 3, so the count is 6. Then for 4 it is 14, for 5 it is 15. Now let us cross check this sum. So it should be 25. Okay, because this is the number of pixels. Okay, how many pixels are there in this image? That is 5 into 5, that is 25. So summation is 25, which is correct. Okay, now if you plot the bar graph for this, okay, you will get the histogram of that image. Okay, so this is how we find out the histogram of any image. Okay, so on x-axis we have intensity levels for possible for that image. Okay, so this image was the 3-bit image. Okay, so the possible intensity levels were from 0 to 7. Okay, on x-axis, on y-axis we have number of pixels. Okay, which is represented by this function h of rk. Okay, and which is known as the histogram. Okay, so let us see the definition of histogram. The histogram of digital image with intensity levels in the range 0 to L minus 1 is a discrete function h of rk, which is equals to nk, where rk is the kth intensity value. So this rk is the kth intensity value, and nk is the number of pixel in the image with intensity rk. Okay, so h of rk equals to nk. So nk is the number of pixels in the image with intensity rk. Okay, so we have found out the value of h function for all the intensity value. Okay, and that will be the histogram. Next concept is called normalized histogram. So it is common practice to normalize the histogram by dividing each of its component by the total number of pixels in the image. Okay, so if the image size is m by n, the total number of pixels will be m into n. So in order to find the normalized histogram, we divide each of the histogram value by the total number of pixels in the image, which is denoted by n. So n will be capital M into capital N, so which is given by P of Rk. So we represent normalized histogram by P of Rk, which will be equals to n by nk divided by m into n. Okay, and we calculate this value for all the intensity levels. Okay, so what we are doing here, so nk is the number of pixels having intensity rk, right? That we are dividing by total number of pixels, right? So it is just like a probability, and it represents with this probability that that particular pixel will have intensity rk. Okay, that's why this P of Rk is an estimate of the probability of occurrence of intensity level Rk in an image. Okay, so we generally find the normalized histogram of the given image. Now these are few sample images. Okay, so this is the image which is very dark, and this is the histogram of that image. As you can see, the components of histogram is concentrated towards the low side of the intensity scale. This is bright image. Okay, as you can see, the components of the histogram is concentrated toward the high side of the intensity scale. This is the image with low contrast. As you can see, we have a narrow band of the histogram here. Okay, now this is high contrast image which has a more detail and dynamic range, and if you see the histogram of this, it has a wide range of the intensity scale. It has spread across the wide range of the intensity scales, and we have very few vertical spikes there. Okay, so we can use the histogram in order to determine the quality of a image. Okay, so the image with the high contrast will have a widespread in the histogram. Now we are going to study two techniques under histogram processing. First one is the histogram equalization that we will study in today's class, and in tomorrow's class we will study histogram matching, which is also known as a histogram specification. Another name for histogram equalization is histogram linearization. So let me write it here. Histogram linearization. Okay, so histogram equalization automatically determines a transformation function that seeks to produce an output image that has uniform histogram. Okay, so this histogram equalization is used to construct an image which has a good contrast. Okay, so let us see histogram equalization. So the first step in the histogram equalization is to find the normalized histogram. Okay, and we know the formula of that, which is P of Rk equals to Nk divided by N, where Nk is the number of pixels that have gray level Rk, and N is the total number of pixels in an image. Okay, now this is our transformation function, and it is a discrete version of the transformation function. We have the continuous version also, but as our intensity values are the discrete values, so we have to use this discrete version of the transformation function. Okay, so now here we are using the normalized value of the histogram. Okay, so and this transformation function is perfectly reversible. So we have the inverse transformation function also. This is the general expression of the inverse transformation. Now we will see the example of histogram equalization. So here we have 3-bit image. So its number of levels will be 8. L will be equals to 8. Its size is 64 by 64. That means the number of pixel will be 4096, and its intensity distribution is given below. Okay, so it indicates that there are 790 pixels with intensity 0, there are 1023 pixels with intensity 1, and so on. So this is the intensity distribution, and we'll apply the histogram equalization and we'll find out the equalized image for this. Okay, so we'll solve this on paper. This is the given problem. Okay, so we are given with the number of intensity levels and the number of pixels for each intensity level, and this is the transformation function of histogram equalization. Okay, sorry, it should be histogram equalization. Okay, so this is the histogram transformation function for histogram equalization. Okay, so now the first step in histogram equalization is to normalize the histogram. Okay, so we have to find P of Rk, and we know the formula of P of Rk, which is Nk divided by small n, which is number of pixels. Okay, so here the number of pixels are the image size is 64 by 64. So the number of pixels are 4096. Okay, so the summation of this these numbers should come 4096. Okay, so we divide 790 divided by 4096, so it comes around, so I have the values here, so it is 0.19. Okay, so for second we divide 1023 by 4096, the value is 0.25. Okay, and similarly we do it for all the values. So values are 0.21, then 0.16, then 0.08, 0.06, 0.03 and 0.02. Okay, now we apply the transformation function. So the k will vary from 0 to 7. Okay, and for this image the value of L is 8, that means the value of L minus 1 will be 7. So first we will find out the value of S0. So it will be 7 into summation from j equals to 0 to k, value of k is 0, right? Okay, then P of Rj. Okay, so it will be 7 into P of R0, that means 7 into P of R0 is 0.19, and which will come out to be 1.33. Okay, similarly value of S1 will be 7 summation j equals to 0, the value of k is now 1. Okay, P of Rj, so it will be 7 into P of R0 plus P of R1. Okay, which will come out to be 3.08. Okay, 3.08, this is 3. Then S2 will be 7 summation of j equals to 0 to 2 P of Rj, that is 7 P of R0, 7 into P of R0 plus P of R1 plus P of R2, which will come out to be 4.55. Okay, similarly we will find the value of S3, S4, S5, S6 and S7. Okay, so I will write the values directly now. So the value of S3 will be 5.67, S4 is 6.23, the value of S5 is 6.65, S6 is 6.86 and value of S7 is 7. Okay, so now this S0, S1, S2 are the intensity level in the output image, right? So this should be the integer value. Okay, so we have to round off the value. So S0 is 1.33, which will become, so we have to change it to the nearest integer, so it will become 1. S1 is 3.08, which will become 3. S2 is 4.55, which will become 5. S3 is 5.67, which will become 6. S4 is 6.23, which will become 6. S5 is 6.65, which will become 7. S6, which is 6.86, will become 7. S7, which is 7, will remain 7. Okay, so now what has happened after applying this transformation function? Okay, so let me write what has happened. So I will write the mapping table now. Mapping table. Okay, so we know the transformation function is like this, right? So we'll draw the mapping table. Here I will write R values, S values, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are the input intensity levels. Now 0 is mapped to what? 1. Okay, so this 0 is mapped to 1, 1 is mapped to 3, 2 is mapped to 5, 3 is mapped to 6, 4 is mapped to 6, 5 is mapped to 7, 6 is also mapped to 7, 7 is mapped to 7. Okay, Now we will draw the histogram of the input image. Okay, and we will draw the normalized histogram, not the input, not the original histogram. Okay. Okay, so now this is our normalized histogram, right? So we have to plot this value. Okay, and we know that in histogram on the x-axis we have intensity values. Okay, and on y-axis we have P of RK value, that is the normalized histogram value. Okay, so it will be 0, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Okay, and on y-axis we have P of RK value. These are P of RK value. Clearly the maximum we should plot is 0.3 value. Okay, so this is 0.1, this is 0.2, this is 0.3. Okay, now P of R0 is 0.19, which is very near to 2. Okay, so this is the point. Then okay, then for R or R equals to 1. Okay, so the value is 0.25, which is here. For 2 it is 0.21, which will be here. For 3 it is 0.16, so it should be just above the 0.15, so it will be around here. For 4 it is 0.08, which should be near to 0.1. Okay, then 0.06, just above the 0.5 mark, just above the 0.05 marks. Then 0.03, so here it may be, then 0.02. Okay, so this is the normalized histogram of the input image. Okay, so this is normalized histogram of input image. Okay, now after applying this transformation, this histogram will change, right? Okay, so we'll get the processed image, and what will be the histogram of that? Okay, so now we'll draw that histogram, and we have applied histogram equalization, right? So we should get a flat histogram or a normalized histogram. That is our expectation. Okay. And 0.3. Okay, so now we will apply this our transformation. We will use this mapping table. Okay, then now the intensity 0 is mapped to intensity 1 in the output. Okay, so this how many pixels are having intensity 0, so which is given in this table. Okay, these many pixels are having intensity 0. Now in the output image, these many pixels we have intensity 1. Okay, so after applying after applying transformation, these many pixels will have intensity 1 in the output image, which can be seen here, right? 0 is mapped to 1. Okay, so now for 1 we'll have how many? So it will be value, it will be 0.19, right? So for 1 we will have 0.19. Okay, now 1 is mapped to 3. 1 is mapped to 3. Okay, so how many pixels are there with 1 intensity? That is 1023, whose normalized score is 0.25. Okay, so here on 3 we will write 0.25. Okay, then we don't have any pixel with 4 value, then 5. 2 is mapped to 5. Okay, so how many are there with 2? 850 whose normalized score is 0.25. So you have to plot this on the intensity with 5 value, okay, 0.21. okay. Now these 2 pixels are mapped to 6, okay. So in the output image, how many pixels will have 6 value? This 656 plus 329, okay. That means 0.16 plus 0.08, that is 0.24. That many pixel will have intensity 6, okay. 0.24, this is 0.25, so around here, okay. Then these 3 pixels are mapped to intensity 7, okay. So how many pixels are there with intensity 7 in the output image? So we have to add 245 plus 122 plus 81, whose normalized score will be 0.06 plus 0.03 plus 0.02, that means 0.11, okay. These many pixels are having intensity 7, 0.11, okay. This is 0.15, so it will be around here, okay. So this is the normalized histogram of the output image, okay. So this is normalized histogram of output image, and as you can see, this is little bit widespread as compared to the input image, okay. So output image will have better contrast as compared to the input image, okay. So this is the procedure of histogram equalization. So let me revise, okay. So either you may given with the intensity value and directly the number of pixels, or they may give you one sample image where directly intensity values are given, okay. So you have to count the number of pixels for particular intensity. So you have to find this number nk from the given image, okay. So we have directly given with the number of pixels. The first step in the histogram equalization is to find the normalized histogram. So what is the formula to find the normalized histogram? It is nk by n, where n is the number of pixels. So you calculate that value, that is 4096 in this example. So 790 divided by 4096, which is 0.19. You repeat this step for all the intensity values, okay. Then use this intensity function to calculate the value of S0 to S7, okay. As these are the intensity values of the output image, you have to round off them, okay. So that we have done here, okay. Rounding off means you will change that value to the nearest integer, okay. After rounding, then you have to draw the mapping table, okay. So this table will indicate that this intensity value, the pixel with this intensity value, is mapped to intensity 1, okay. So and then we draw the normalized histogram of the input image, okay. So there are 0.19 pixels with intensity 0, so that I have plotted, okay, and so on, okay. So this is the normalized histogram of the input image. Then in order to find this value, you have to make use of the mapping table, okay. So how to do that? So the intensity, the pixel with intensity 0 is mapped to 1, okay. So here 1, the value of 1 will be 0.19, okay. That many pixels are mapped to 1, okay. Then intensity, the pixels with intensity 1 are mapped to 3, okay. How many pixels are mapped to 3, okay. So which is 0.25, okay. So you plot that. Then here these two intensities are mapped to 6, so you have to add the number of pixels having this much this intensity value, that is 656 plus 329, okay. So which will be in normalized score, it will be 0.24, okay. So we'll map 0.24, so which is mapped here, okay. So this is the normalized histogram of the output image. Same process is given on this slide also. So this is our transformation function, and these are the calculations. This is the mapping table that we have found out. This is the histogram of the original image, okay. It is a normalized histogram. This is the transformation function, Okay, this is before rounding of the values. Okay, as you can see, for the 0 it is showing 1.33. okay, for 1 it is showing what is the value. For 1 it should be 3.08. yes, 3.08. okay, and so on. So this is our transformation function, and this is the equalized histogram. Okay, so this is the histogram of the output image. As you can see, this is this histogram is normalized. These are actual results of the histogram equalization applied on the images that we have seen before. This was the dark image. This is after applying histogram equalization, and this is the resultant histogram. Okay, as you can see, we are getting the identical image as the output for these 4 types of images. Now this is one homework problem for you. Okay, now here actual pixel values are given. Okay, so now you try to perform histogram equalization for this image. Okay, so we'll stop here. Thank you.